I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Sean's out driving around trying to find more cars and car parts and stuff. And because I am borderline the ultimate boyfriend, I'm on my way to LKQ Junkyard here in Tampa. Kind of a cloudy day. Looks like it's going to rain like pee out of a boot at any moment. Questionable skies is what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm here now, almost just like a couple of blocks away, and my girlfriend has this 2001 Trans Am WS6 convertible. Somewhere along the way, you know those little rubber and generally rubber little stoppers that go under the hood that determine the ride height of the hood, and you know, anyway, it's got a ram air hood on it obviously, and it's sitting down on one side, and I noticed after looking under the hood why that little stopper is not present. So LKQ on the app just notified me yesterday there's the funkiest looking 2001 Firebird convertible, not a V8 car, but it's, I believe it's white and has humongous tires on it, like 22s, 24s or something, and the back ones may or may not have come off of a four-wheel drive. It's some freaky looking stuff. I'd like to think the wheels are not on there, because it's going to be traumatic when I see it. Some of you may detect a bit of an erratic idle in my Corvette. I just got a whole bunch of stuff done to it. It's got what they call a sloppy stage 3, which is 238, 242, 595, 595, 112 LSA. For the rest of you, big cam. And it had some other head work done and ARP head bolts and headers and things like that, but that's why I'm going all rumpity now. It's running well. It has a bass tune in it, but it has to get like really tuned in. I'm going to get that done soon. But I drove it all the way back from Indiana after the tune was done and after all the work was done, and so far so good. And believe it or not, this car gets triple the mileage of the Hummer. Isn't that weird? Anyway, going to go into LKQ in this really nice shirt. You're welcome. And I'll go ahead and just try to find this part. All right, it says row 116, car 6 or something like that. Looks like somebody's been picking over that bike that I found down here last. Oh, wow. They're like really taking that apart, but man, it had some damage, a little more inside that motor than I thought. That thing got hit hard. Anyway, row 116, car 6. This whole area normally has a whole bunch of vehicles in it. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're making room for different ones or... But this is not as flooded as I thought it was going to be. This is not terribly bad. I have no idea what to expect. Ooh, I see the back end of a Firebird. See it down there? Let's sneak up on it. As I said in an older video, you can tell that Convertible has its own trunk lid. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to feel in my heart. What in the hell? I don't know if you can see up in there, but there's about 15 inches of back space. Little adapter plate. And this is white Duraliner. Whole car. There's that. There's that. Of course, the dash is Florida. And of course, the door opens beautifully. I know this is going to be hard to believe, but we fabricated lots of blunts in this bitch. Oh, this is insane. Alrighty, see if they have the thing under the hood here. Okay, good and bad. This is the thing we need. Just people, I guess you just have to see this one in person. I want to buy it. I want to make one I want to jump stuff with it. There's the fire-breathing 3800, of course. It appears to be stock under here. They have some components where it had a stereo and stuff in it, but this kind of made my day to see this big crazy mother. There's paint right over those. Yes! I think more than anything else, I want to jump stuff with this. Get some, what are those, T15s or T10s maybe. T10's lighter for off-road use. Okay, this is officially my favorite car that I've ever seen at a PDQ. PDQ, that's a place that has chicken bites. LKQ. This is fantastic. I'm gonna close the hood and step back and get a view of this thing. Why do I want this so badly? Why do I want to jump stuff? I'm getting the feeling that that every single one of these products was consumed before modifying the car. What the hell, man? I don't even... probably getting some kind of residue on me. If I go down here in a minute, if I die, be like, well, must have been covered in fentanyl. I don't know. And of course, that's underwear. What the hell? What kind of craziness went on in this car? I don't know. Hands free so he could roll another blunt. This car's crazy. Just goes to show, man. You will find anything at any given time. Why do I want this so bad? I want to see if they have a title. Because it would have to be driven on the street, right? Change out the 3800, do a C8 Corvette drivetrain. No, that's a little too... No, let's just do an LS... I don't know, it's not enough. Let's do an LQ9 with a big freaking turbo and a clutch. I gotta move on though. I'm just falling in love. I tried looking at other stuff to maybe kick up my motivation, get me thinking. See, there's that little V6 Mustang convertible over there. P71 right there. I don't know actually P71 or not. It was a taxi. I'm assuming it's P71. But I've looked at so many other things, but I can't stop thinking about the off-road Firebird. Remember the '84 Corvette? Is that the same one? 86. Well, hell. Did a feature a couple videos back on, man, it looked like the same car in an '84. It's just a row or two away. This one, they seem to have the typical stuff gone from every particular type of car, but hey, look at that. It's got to be at least $23, $24 at the swap meet. It's good stuff there. 86. Brought here about a month ago and still looks like that. Okay. Now see, there's the 84, I think. And yeah, it's 84 crossfire injection. And some ass had to do that. That windshield was fine. Man. That still looks pretty complete. I'd venture to say that, well, the radiator's gone. But man, almost all of the vehicle that was here a month ago is still here.
Looks like it. Top part of the dash. I didn't know it was good enough to take that. I thought that was pretty funky, but I'm not condoning this kind of car, but I am saying it's kind of hard to find one. Inline, what, it's a Volvinator. This is the 71 Volvo 164 is what they call it, and it has the obviously the lightweight quarter panels made of styrofoam. So you got that. Basically little bricks, man. How would you like to be in this thing going 120? Let's just slow you right down. Let's have you going 45. Crazy talk doing 120. I'm gonna give you guys a little junkyard hint here. If you're coming up on a holiday weekend, and LKQ and a lot of other junkyards give you a certain percentage off on those weekends. Now, here's a little something that a lot of people do. They will go to a vehicle that just got there. They'll take the engine, the transmission, they'll take whatever it is they're gonna take, some pretty rare stuff. And rather than buying it that day, they'll go find a car that has nothing to do with that vehicle. Some car that nobody really looks at parts for, like a Daihatsu or, you know, something weird on the other side of the junkyard. They will go hide those components inside that vehicle and then come back on the next holiday when it's 40% off and save themselves a whole lot of money. My attention has been diverted to that syringe right there that looks like it would be for sticking things in cows' butts. I don't know. I've not talked to you guys about where you find LQ4s recently. This is a potential vehicle that would have one of them in it. However, they can also have diesels, they can have 4.8s, they can even have V6s, but see the 2500 on the door? Good hint. Also see the 8 lugs. Now, we get up in here, we see that is absolutely an LQ of some sort. So that means it's at least a 2003. Come up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're going to be looking for a U or an N. Just remember un. And if it's a U or an N, it's going to be an LQ4 or an LQ9. This one is not. So it's probably a 4.8. I'd have to look up that number. But it's not a 6.0. Yeah, that's another case of why do I want that so bad? Was that like go-kart rims? They're really small. I like that. I want to put that in my garage and talk about making a table out of it for several years and never do anything and finally sell it to some guy for $2 at a yard sale. That's how I roll. Guys, I am looking under the hood of an Escalade, and just to be clear, I know a lot of people don't tell you like really basic information of what you can look for to identify an engine. This one, if the front end of the engine is off, see how there's not a water pump and stuff on there? Look over the driver's side head there. Move that out of the way. And see, that says 4853. That's the block for both. It would be the same. Generally, a 4.8 is going to have a flat top, and the 5.3 is going to have a dish piston. But in turn, also, that area right there would say 6.0L for 6 liter if it was the LQ4 or the LQ9. So this is either the 4.8 or the 5.3. Some of you guys know Ford's a whole hell of a lot better than I do, but 1989 Bronco, it's got a lot of stuff gone, a lot of stuff chopped off. However, look what's here. The whole damn top. That glass is good and that glass is good. I don't, like I said, know a whole heck of a lot about Fords, but I would imagine to the right guy. This is September 16th, 2021, the LKQ yard in Tampa. So if that's something you might need. Looks like there's a, I don't know if that transfer case is out of this or not, but there are definitely some parts and pieces. Dash, steering column. Now here is a prime example of what I was talking about. I don't know if you could tell, there's kind of a glare on this, but the 8th digit is a U. This is in a Yukon Denali, or Denali, however you prefer to say that. The year is an 03, so that's going to be a Gen 3 LQ4, and that motor's already gone. Those go very quickly, but somebody got it. This thing has already been here since July the 24th, so it's probably been gone a long time. Don't see many of those. Escalade EXT, which means we gotta go over there and see what's in it. I already got a head off there, so it's probably smoked inside there. Ooh. Oh, holy crap. That's not supposed to be like that. Dude, that is smoked with a capital F. I mean, damn. Guess we know why that's sitting in here. Like I told you about earlier, remember me saying that the 6 liters would have a 6.0 on them? That's the designation you're looking for, but preferably you'd find one that is not exploded beyond your wildest dreams. Look at all the valves hanging down. Oh, that's smoked. That is so smoked. Wonder why that's here. One more car before I come out of here. I don't know my later generations of Camaros. I've had some first gens, 67 through 9, but there's a 2011 that was brought here a little less than a month ago. A lot of internal components still there. Deployed airbags for the side, and don't know about the front because it's not there. I'm assuming it was a 6-popper automatic, maybe? I don't know these well enough to know, but if you need something for that. Quarter looks good, driver's side. Anyway, what I wanted to show you, I got these 2 little critters right here. These are adjusters for the hood of my girlfriend's Trans Am. These may not seem like all that big of a deal. I'm gonna have to put some kind of cleaner on there and get that white off there, but this is what I came to get. I only needed 1. I have 2 in case 1 breaks because they are 20 years old. But that sums up my visit at LKQ today. Looking funky out there, you know? Typical Florida fall day. Probably be raining here in about another hour or so, but let's get back to the car. Long story short, he gave me the 2 hood stops. Got them right here. My theory, the short version, is that he felt sorry for me because I was wearing this shirt in public. See, that's probably true. Look, see? But it's Florida, and these have the little mesh vents in the back and stuff, so it makes sense for the region. I'm going home and going to put these on my girlfriend's Trans Am, but they have to be kind of, see the white overspray from that 4-wheel drive Firebird? Clean those up, put them on the car. He gave them to me. I didn't cost it. Well, it cost $3 to get in, so that's still pretty cool, huh? After a while, I think they see you walking through there enough. They're like, this guy finally got something, but it's like a 38-cent part. Let's just give it to him. Poor guy looks like he's not all there. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I just saw this little study that had to do with all of the videos that I have and how many people watch them compared to how many people subscribe. 98.5% of you dudes do not like or subscribe. The little thumbs up right down under the video, just click on that. It doesn't do anything. People aren't going to start monitoring your house in the middle of the night or anything. You're not going to be on a special government list. And if you subscribe, all that it does is tell you when I come up with a new video. It doesn't make you watch it, it just notifies you that I did. I sure would appreciate it if you would do that, man. Because I'm not getting rich doing this. I have to get monetized. I gotta start making some damn money. Unless, of course, you want to buy these. $50.